right, welcome. We've reached the finale of the TBL season, 2025 version. Two teams left. We've got our league villain, Jay, and the Denver Dynamite here for the fourth straight year, trying to become champions again for the first time since 2023, after dropping it to San Antonio last year in the finals. And the Virginia Rebels, Andrews Rebels, here in the championship again for the first time since 2021, when they lost in 7 to the New York Empire. So both GMs looking for peace for the trophy case. The Rebels have had to escape 2 7-game series on their way here to the championship, and they beat Louisville in 6 in the wild card series. On the other side, Denver hasn't really been tested. They beat Carolina and Somerville in 6. They swept New York. So we'll see how it plays out. And good luck to our last 2 GMs. James Jimenez on the mound for Denver in Game 1. Alan Crow getting the nod for Virginia, and Denver strikes first. Matty Breleza, solo home run in the first inning, 1-0 Denver. Paulo Corredora, solo home run in the 4th. Denver 2, Virginia nothing. So far, James Jimenez just 1 hit through 4 innings. Leadoff double, though, by Jesse Cox. And then a 2-run homer, Vinny House. It's 2-2. I spoke too soon. Evan Pienta doubles. Kevin Porter scores. It's 3-2, but just like that, Vinny House ties it back up in the 7th with a leadoff solo home run, his 2nd of the game. 3-3. Vinny House had 6 home runs in the regular season. He's got 3 here in the postseason now. On to the 8th we go, tied at 3. Alan Crow was out there, get the first out of the 8th, and now it's the bullpen for the Rebels. We've got Tatashi Sakai in the game. Leadoff walk and steal by Porter, or not a leadoff walk, but first batter faced by Sakai. Denver strands 2. Rebels get out of the jam. On to the 9th we go. Another pitching change for Denver. Barker into the game. And Vinny House gets his 4th hit of the game. It's a 2-out single. I got excited there when I saw the scoring update, but 4 for 4, 2 homers, 3 RBIs for House. Having a great game. Bottom of the 9th we go, tied at 3. One, two, three, go the Dynamite. We are into extras in Game 1 of the TBL Championship. Leadoff single for Manny Jimenez. But that's where he stays. On to the bottom of the 10th we go. Kurt Graham on the mound for Virginia into his 2nd inning of work. He's been pretty good here this postseason. One, two, three, go the Dynamite. 11th inning. Nate Weaver reaches and steals 2nd, so man on 2nd, nobody out, and he comes in. Danny Meza singles him in. The Rebels take the 4-3 lead in the 11th. That's going to bring in a pitching change. Greg Tarver now in. Tried to stop the bleeding. An error. Now we've got 1st and 2nd for Vinny House. 4 for 4 on the day. He singles, 5th hit of the game for Vinny House. It's bases loaded. Nobody out for the Rebels. Big strikeout, Jamie Fonts. Zima at the plate, 1st at bat of the night. He strikes out. Denver might escape this without any further damage. They do. Bowler grounds in a field of choice, so it's still a 1-run game as we go to the bottom of the 11th. Martindale in to pitch for the Rebels. He gets Barreleza to fly out. Corredora strikes out swinging. It's going to be Pienta. And that'll do it. Virginia takes Game 1 on the road. I should say they steal Game 1 on the road. Vinny House comes up big. All right, game two. We've got Nick Henson on the mound for Denver. 35 years old, still chugging along. I feel like the comparisons to the Dodgers don't end. Nick Henson is kind of like Clayton Kershaw, in my opinion. Although probably greater than Clayton Kershaw, to be fair. Nick Henson's the GOAT. But on the mound for Virginia, we have Mikio Horio. Haven't called his name a lot. This dude's made 30-plus starts for Virginia at least the last 3 years. He's been a staple there. Virginia strikes first in game two. Santos Gomez solo home run in the third inning. Into the bullpen for Denver now. Ruben Fierro's gone 1.2 innings. Just the one hit allowed. Leadoff double for Pedroza as Mikio Horio still in the game here in the sixth. And that'll do it for him. Fifield now in to pitch. And he gives up a two-run homer to Matt Baraleza right away. Denver takes the 2-1 lead in the sixth. Rough inning for Fifield, but he gets out of it finally. Meanwhile, Denver already into his closer in the seventh inning, or at least one of his closers, one of his strong bullpen pieces. So looking to hold on to this 2-1 lead. 6 outs left for the Rebels in game two. Kevin Porter solo home run, insurance run for Denver, 3-1. O.D. Coilbasa in the game. There should be a nickname there somewhere. 6'4" lefty. He's up a single to Pienta. He needs to try to keep this close for the Rebels. And that'll be a pitching change. Sakai now in the game. We've seen Sakai a lot. And he induces the double play. He gets the job done. So on to the ninth we go. Is Calvert going to be out there? No, it's going to be Barker now. Bill Barker in to close the game. Jamie Fount singles. Cohen at the plate. Nagy pinch hits and singles. So Barker out of the game. It's going to be Tarver in to try to shut the door here as we've got the tying run on first with 2 down. And that'll do it. Denver holds on and wins 3-1 in game number 2. So they split in Denver. We head to Virginia for game number 3. On the mound, Jacob Hickenbottom getting the start for the Rebels. It's going to be the rookie, Tim Elizalde, for Denver. Santos Gomez singles in Ivy, who was hit by the pitch. It's 1-0 Rebels. They're threatening for it. Bases loaded, 1 out now. Finney House is hit by a pitch. Gomez scores. It's 2-0. And Virginia breaks it open. Fount singles in 2. Blevins singles in House. 5-0 here in as we roll over to the 4th. Elizalde looks just a little wild in this one. He had 2 walks, 2 hit by pitch, and then the hits came. Denver's offense always dangerous though, so 5-0, not set in stone yet, although Virginia does have the right pitcher on the mound for this kind of situation, and Hickenbottom has been super reliable. Matt Berlaza leaves the game with an injury. We can scope that real quick. Foot soreness day-to-day, minimal 4 days. Shouldn't be too big of a problem. Lincoln bottom won 6 innings, didn't allow a run. The bullpen does come in for Virginia. Munoz has gone an inning pitched, shutout baseball, still in there for the 8th. As the Rebels have the Dynamite offense on lockdown right now. Last chance for Denver. 1, 2, oh, I almost said 1, 2, 3. Tim Doherty breaks up the shutout. It's 5-1. But Virginia closes the door. They get the Game 3 victory, and they take the 2-1 series lead. As we move on to game number 4. Roger Snyder on the mound for Virginia. Bobby Bradford, the 36-year-old, for the Dynamite. Santos Gomez leads off the 4th with a single, steals second, steals third, and then scores on a sac fly by Danny Meza. Virginia takes the 1-0 lead in the 4th. Snyder and Bradford both pitching pretty well. First 2 runners on for Denver in the 5th, and then a wild pitch. Now the base is loaded. Nobody out. Sac fly ties the game. But Virginia gets out of it without allowing any other runs. So it's still 1-1 as we go to the bottom of the 5th here. Two-out single by Clark Lake's going to chase the starter. It's Jimmy Wolf in relief of Snyder, and he closes the door on the top of the 6th. Greg Tarver in the game for Denver. As Bobby Bradford's done after 5. So which bullpen can hang on this 1-1 game? Greg Tarver leaves the game with an injury. Uh-oh. Greg Tarver. 4 days dead arm. He's done for the series. Done for the season, I guess you should say, since we're in the championship. So Calvert on the mound for Denver. Into the 8th we go. Error double play single, 2 out. And Sakai coming in again for the Rebels. At least the 3rd time we've seen him here in the TBL Championship. And he gets them out of the inning. Bottom of the 8th we go, tied at 1. Barker's coming in. And on first 2 out, Calvert went 1.2 innings pitched. Denver's been relying heavily on these big pieces in their bullpen. Pass ball and a walk. It's going to be Meza. He's had some big hits in this postseason. Can he do it here? He can't. He pops out. On to the 9th we go. Closer in the game for the Rebels in a 1-1 tie. It's Graham. And he gets Denver 1-2-3. Bottom of the 9th we go in Virginia. Jesse Cox leadoff single. Vinny House grounds into a fielder's choice. Founts at the plate. Strikes out. That'll do it for Bill Barker. It's going to be Brian Bowers in. And he gets Blevins to fly out. In extras we go for the 2nd time in 4 games. The closer for the Rebels still out there in Graham. A walk and a sacrifice. Corredora with the go-ahead run on 2nd. He's going to be hit by a pitch. It's going to be Evan Pienta, 2 for 4 in the game, but he flies out. Bottom of the 10th. One, two, three, go the Rebels. Will Graham be out there for his 3rd inning of work? Looks like he will. He went 4 innings in Game 6 of the Conference Championship Series. A game Virginia needed to win. Clark Lake singles to lead things off. Pedroza strikes out swinging. And Wilder grounds into a double play. Bottom of the 11th we go. Bowers, let's see if he's still out there. He's got 1.1 innings pitched. I think he's a little more fresh than some of his counterparts in the bullpen, so he might be there for an inning or a couple innings, assuming he can maintain. Two-out single, Jesse Cox. That's going to force the pitching change. In for Denver, it's Todd Peterson. Vinny House, 0 for 4 today. Had the 5-hit game in game 1. He strikes out swinging. We move to the 12th. Leadoff walk to Founts. It's going to be a pinch hitter in Jimenez. Grounds out. Founts second. Atencio, the catcher, first at bat of the game. Maybe came in defensive sub. I don't know. And he does it. Edgar Atencio singles in Jamie Founts in the 12th inning. And Virginia takes game 4. They now have a 3-1 series lead. They've got one more game in Virginia to try to win this championship. And then back to Denver for 2 if necessary. So, I'll drop the file, check in with GMs, and we will wrap this thing up tonight